hockey. Lions versus the Andover Warriors.
Introductions.
I'm Annie Palumbo.
I'm Sharon Cardillo.
And I'm Kathleen Rawls.
I just actually waved.
Hello, everybody. Can't see
I think
us.
somebody waved back.
Do we know what their record is? Do we know coming in?
Well, this is actually, for my understanding, first place tie for the
Ooh.
NBC championship. However, they still have quite a number of games to go still.
Let's
It's
stand
still
up for the
early
national
October.
anthem.
Yep.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, let's get ready for some field hockey.
It's really a perfect night. You know, you don't have too many more nights like this in October.
Nope, nice warm night. Don't have to sport the Under Armour or the Long Johns underneath your uniform.
That's right.
You just said Long Johns.
So we have 3 seniors this year in the Chelmsford team.
Yes,
we
we
do. Nicole Stryker. What number is she wearing?
Number 23.
Yes. Bria Sutton and Rachel Hopkins. This should be a pretty even matchup.
Yeah, you know, I haven't caught too many games this year, so I'm curious to see who will kind of jump out first and, really put the pressure on.
And the officials mean business. They have headsets on.
All right, what do you think Coach Devaney is saying to the kids right before they head out? She keeps it pretty simple before the game.
She does. Yeah, she does.
I always get the sense that she leaves a lot up to the kids. They really bring in a lot of motivation
I do have to agree with that.
on their own. They have a lot of ideas and where they want the team to be.
Yep, they definitely are prepared for this game.
I think who's ever going to be first to the ball and scores first would be taking the charge of this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really, you're right. It really could be like a 1-goal game.
It could be. It could be. And, I think more power, less skill is going to decide this game tonight.
And underway.
Chelmsford takes control at the start. He's bringing it up their left wing.
It's amazing how the rules have changed. How
Oh.
fast this game is now.
It's
unbelievable.
It truly is. And
It's
there's-
true. I came Saturday night, actually, and they were playing Westford Academy.
Yes.
And since I teach at Westford, I thought I'd come and check out both teams. And I was sitting with a teacher, and I was explaining all the rules. And I said, but this is not like how it used to be. This isn't the rule that I had back in the 90s when I played. So
oh, absolutely.
it's really different.
The game has evolved.
It's a lot faster. Just the rules, just a lot less stop and stand and set up and like this in this free hit for Andover.
You know, they're moving the ball pretty well. That's going to be really important for them to have that stop on that free hit from Andover.
It's all about spacing too. If they can move the ball left to right and not all the way up the side, make a big difference for this game.
Absolutely.
If Andover can spread it out. Oh, we got Chelmsford.
Oh, nice drive.
Julia Squarey to the ball. Nice pullback.
Cross pass. Oh, should have been a foot.
Nice, nice.
Yep. There you go, Chelsea ball. Get on that.
It's good pressure so far.
Let that out. What lines are we at? Are we at the light blue? Yes, the
Yep.
baby blue lines are our colors.
Good support on that.
Andover switching the fields. Going up the right side.
No, Andover does that well. They switch fields quickly and they overload sides.
Ooh, lucked out on that one.
Yep, Andover putting a lot of pressure on early.
Yep.
Carried that ball out.
Well, first
That's
few
a good
minutes.
clear.
Yeah.
Right on the defensive circle. Up the sideline. Hopefully have someone go with her.
The first few minutes of just getting settled and finding a rhythm.
Sometimes it's just figuring out who you're going to play well with, who's on tonight. And you don't know until you get out there, even as a player yourself.
But you know, it's Chelsea versus Andover, so everyone should be on tonight.
That's right.
Adrenaline is rushing. Ooh, double play.
You know, we've all coached a lot of field hockey. I think back to coaching varsity level high school, and then I've coached some freshmen as well. I think you guys have all been there, and I think one of the things that, you know, a big difference between the freshman and the varsity level is just watching their feet. You know, if you don't know much about field hockey or you can't appreciate the athleticism, just take a look at the way they're constantly repositioning themselves around the ball to get the strongest push, the strongest, or when they get connection or get control, they can do whatever they want with it. And it's just amazing the footwork that you see on both teams.
It's even not even on the ball. You're
Yes.
50 yards away, you're still moving. You're not just standing in place. Difference between a good team and a bad team, being able to move your feet and read the ball, how the ball's coming at you.
That took me a long time as a coach to figure out watching off ball.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was always hyper-focused on where the ball was.
Yeah, I think my first all-star coaches meeting, I had no idea what most of the other kids and the other teams were doing. I had spent the whole year looking at my own players.
Yeah.
They're like, what about 18? And I thought, I don't, unless she scored 8 goals, I don't remember her.
And you had quite a successful run there in Northampton as a state championship coach.
Well, we really had a nice group of kids, and the team has continued to do well. In fact, I get a text every day from one of the assistant coaches, Katie. Let me know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
that's
buddy
wonderful.
Katie. Let me know how the program's going. So
That's great.
yeah, it's a good group there. Western Mass Field Hockey. So
So on that last ball, that was a high ball. And, you know, it's always good to get a few of those out early on in the game.
Yep.
Sets the tone, pushes the defense back.
Yep. The Chelmsford defense is getting a good workout.
They are. Let it drop.
Yep.
Biggest thing on defense is when you're getting pressured is is your defense rotating? Are you rotating the right way? If you go the wrong way, you're going to cause third party, or you're going to cause a corner.
You know, it's a good point. Maybe we should tell our listeners what third party is.
Oh, that,
Yeah, some people don't know what third party is.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Defender.
The third party is when the person on offense has the ball and their own teammate cuts in front of the defender to block the ball.
Yes. And in order to get the call, you have to really engage. You, as an offensive player, have to engage in that, or a defensive player. Ooh. Andover coming in hard.
Chumps on the breakaway.
And they're
Crosses
filling.
the
They have,
ball.
yep, right in the
Meg
middle.
Duke is
here we
carrying
go.
the ball. You got
The
Julius
shot on
Burris
net.
shot. Oh.
Oh, just outside. Just
wide.
missed.
Strong pressure there. Strong pressure. You can tell that they're communicating.
That forward line really, they were right together. They were right in the line. All three really quick.
Yep. Bria Sutton did a great job on the weak side post.
She's always a worker up front there.
Isabel Danahy, good job recovering back.
Dangerous drive on that one. Chumps' ball. See if they switch fields up here.
I know sometimes there's that urgency to just get rid of the ball so fast they don't see the whole field.
You know, it's not always the first pass, it's the best pass.
Yep.
And as they mature as players, they get there.
This is an excellent
Nice
use of the wing
pullback.
right now.
Very.
That should have been a call back.
Number 5 for Andover is Catherine Devaney, who just put a little plug in, is Coach Devaney's niece.
Is she a senior this year?
No,
No?
no, she's still
Junior, I
she's,
believe.
yep,
Still,
she's,
okay.
she's young and still young and a tremendous athlete.
Yeah. Ice hockey player.
Yes. That was a good step up on defense. That was Kristen Hohenstein. Nice save there by Jess Hopkins.
Andover's minis are really nice and spread out, nice and wide, right along that perimeter.
Yeah, they're doing a very nice job at forcing Chelmsford to kind of play in the middle of the field.
We have a long hit over here.
Good use of body to protect the ball.
This game is back and forth, though. There's not one team that
No.
is staying in their offensive
I
and
know.
defensive circle.
Yeah,
it's
it's
back and
like-
forth.
Every player is touching the ball a lot. Both goalies have gotten shots already.
Both teams are rather quick, speed-wise. Not wit. It's clever.
That's all right. 16-yard hit coming out of the Lions' defensive end.
So 10 minutes in, usually they have a goal of scoring within the first 5, but we knew it was going to be a tough night for both teams. So here's Coach Devaney on the sideline. This is her 20th season.
20th, yes.
Yeah.
Do you know that yesterday was National Assistant Coaches Day?
No way.
I had no idea there was such a thing. Shannon Heeplechek from UMass
yeah.
Lowell Field Hockey actually posted it on the UMass Lowell website and Facebook account.
Huh.
It's a big role assistants coaches have on the team. Finding that happy medium.
That's right.
That's true.
Balancing the head coach.
I think that's the strength of a head coach, is finding a great assistant who sees their weaknesses.
Yes.
You know,
Ooh.
coming out.
officials are doing a nice job
Oh,
so far.
oh.
Well, spoke too soon.
Ball is still rolling. Supposed to stop the ball before you can hit it. You have to
Yeah.
have control of it.
Yeah, you know, I think I told you my first year in Northampton, I had an assistant coach who, corner.
Oh, there's a corner.
Here we go.
Let's hope that they can get this out and see what Andover play they come up with.
Yeah, I want to see if they put a hard shot on first or just send an outlet.
Or if they're going with the pass. We'll see.
Nice job there,
Nice.
Chelmsford.
Oh,
Get
get
a
it
stick
out.
on it.
Coming out, coming
Oh.
out. Clear, clear, clear.
Jesse, get up. Yep. There we go.
Chumps has got to watch that weak side.
Wow. Control of it.
2 Andover girls.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, I was saying my first season I had we didn't have a lot of field hockey coaches in Western Mass, so we brought in the boys basketball coach who knew nothing about field hockey. But it was great because he knew how to coach, and he
Yeah.
taught me a
Yes.
lot about just how to coach and how to manage the kids and how to be ahead of a program. So he was invaluable. Ray Harp, still there.
really?
Ray Harp, yep.
well, you can
Coaches-
know all about a sport, but not know how to coach kids, and it's not
Yeah.
going to be successful.
That's
No matter how much
exactly.
you know about it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to motivate and inspire and direct them at their age level. 'Cause we all know.
Yes.
Yep. Sometimes I'd ask him a question on the sideline, and he wouldn't give me a straight answer. And it took me about 3 seasons in to figure out I'm supposed to make that call. Well, what do you think? So he was a patient coach for me.
I think after about 15 years coaching with Coach Devaney, I always said to her, "What are you watching?" And she's like, "Off ball." And I couldn't understand that because I thought everything was about the ball and its placement. And one of many things I learned.
It's your forward mentality, I think, your
I-
background, because I do the same.
Yeah.
So Chumps has got to run, coming up here on the left side, just getting the ball down the other end, giving the defense a little bit of a break. We've got some substitutions coming in as well for Chelmsford. So
And number 12, it's Emily Dion, a freshman. She has a ton of speed on her and is having a very successful first year out.
she scored 2 goals Saturday night against Westford, just 2 right in the left side. Just patient, put it in.
Quite impressive.
Defense. Chelmsford with the ball.
Oh,
in the
that's
circle.
Julie Squarey pulling back. Nice setup.
Shot on.
Kate
Someone
Gillette.
there. Oh,
Nice pressure.
Chelmsford trying to keep it in. Andover sends it out. Dangerous stick call.
You know, and that could have went either way because the Andover player did have their stick in a
Think it's
position that it could be struck.
Yeah. I think in that call, the refs just go by your body position. Who's in the right? Who looks like they're in the right spot?
Yes. Good
Oh,
hustle on the
good
Andover.
save.
Yep. Wow. Great ball by Nicole Stryker.
Picked up by Andover.
No, that
pass
was
and
Isabel
throw.
Danahue. Sorry. I stand corrected.
Andover has good ball movement tonight. They're moving the
do.
ball back and forth.
Yes.
I think Chelmsford just needs to get into their rhythm and find it. They're having a hard time right now. 15 minutes into the first half. If she just played her stick on that, she probably would have got an obstruction call.
I was just thinking that. Her stick up by her waist.
Yeah, if she had it down and on the ball, she would have got obstruction.
But those are things that you know, constantly have to work on as a player.
Yep, to recognize the situation and make the adjustment.
You see that more in your juniors and seniors who have been playing for a long time. They know when they're stuck and they can draw or
Yes.
call.
Yep. Those goggles are interesting.
You know, I was noticing that Saturday night they're like Oakley's.
Yes.
They're not cage goggles.
And they don't seem to have a large surface area
No.
to cover. Trendy.
It's not going to stop a ball from hitting your eyebrow, though.
No. But you look good doing it.
Yep.
It's all about style, right? Look good, play good.
Was it 2001 they brought that rule in? I think so.
Yes.
Yes, fall of 2001.
Yep.
Just after I graduated, thank goodness.
And it occurred after a traumatic injury happened with a Westford player.
Oh, okay.
Was that with Ann?
Yes.
Normally?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She got hit in the back of the head, I believe.
Yes, and
It wasn't even a
it
face
wasn't
shot.
even a face shot. And we had Coach Devane and I had just finished coaching for the Bay State games, and she was on it, and she took a pretty direct drive to the head.
Get that ball up.
Ooh, good work, Chelmsford.
Defensive save. Keep that ball going. Get it
Ooh,
out.
stick save.
Ooh.
Ooh, did you call it a stroke?
She called a stroke.
Too bad we don't have instant replay on this thing.
No, it looked like it was all stick.
So that's interesting.
It's always an intense moment for whether you're on or off the field.
Yes. I wish I wish we had an answer for why that occurred. It could have been the ball could have been trapped under her foot.
Yeah, it might have bounced up and hit her too, hit her body.
That's true.
Or maybe just too high. Could have been a height issue.
I don't know. I
Maybe hit a girl behind the goalie.
Yeah.
Maybe her foot.
Oh,
That probably is
that-
probably what happened
definitely.
with the ball moving around so quickly.
good call there.
All right. Andover's, what number is she? 24?
Yep.
Yep.
And that would be Jillian Hughes with the penalty stroke. With our Chelmsford goalie ready, set. Hopefully she makes a save. There we go, Chelmsford save.
That was
Hopefully.
a great save by
Good
Jess
job.
Hopkins. You know, that sets a tone for a game.
Exactly.
Chelmsford's fired up now. Let's see if they take that momentum and move it up the field.
Yep.
You know, the ideal placement for a stroke isn't usually directly at the goalkeeper.
Trying to go for one of the corners, left or right corner. But
kids
it's a lot of pressure up there, though.
Oh.
Everyone's watching.
Yep.
I was never a stroker, so
I did stroke, but I never got to do it in a game.
And Chelmsford with the ball up the field. Oh, tripped up. Hopkins with the ball. Oh, good drive.
That's
oh,
it.
Stopped by Andover.
you know, and Andover's
so much
making it
ball.
look really simple because
Yeah.
it is. You just have to have your stick on the ground.
And they're defensively, they're spread out. Chelmsford needs to pick up their passing game.
You know what I love seeing is Meg Dugas playing on the forward line.
Is she always a forward, or was she a
No, she was defense.
Defense?
Yes.
But she has speed. She has power. You know, if she can keep up with that line, which obviously she did earlier, leading the charge on the right side.
Yes.
It's-
What
it's
are
a
they
perfect fit.
discussing now? So the officials are deliberating.
I'm not sure what they're deliberating on.
No. And they have headsets on.
We have 10:33 left in the first half.
0-0 score still.
Yep.
For those of you just tuning in now.
Coach Devane looks pretty calm on the sideline, and
She does.
I think if there's anything bad, she'd be in uproar.
that's
Hands would be in the air.
Yep. Should look a little more intense.
Agreed. So were they just trying to determine who had possession?
No. Well, it's still Chelmsford's ball. moving it up.
Hard to see that orange ball from up here.
I have to be honest, I'm surprised that they go with the orange ball for night games.
Don't they usually go for white balls now?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's easier to see.
I used to just show up with like 3 white balls, 3 orange, and 3 yellow, just to give options.
Well, they should be using a pink ball. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
That's right.
That's true.
Representing our ladies in pink.
I'm not sure what that timeout was, but I feel like a little bit of a lull on the field from both sides.
Yes.
You know, maybe the kids were just had something going. It feels like it just everything is slowed.
Chomser with the stop, defensive stop. There we go. Oh, tripped up.
Really?
Called a hack on Chelmsford.
You know, what I'm noticing is that when Chelmsford makes a nice stop, they're not taking it in a different direction. They're going
No.
right back.
Right back.
And they need to make that adjustment.
Yeah, if they can get 2 or 3 passes in a row, they would be up the field quickly.
Yes,
But they're
because
just
of their speed.
Exactly. They're just putting it right back in the same spot right to the Andover defenders.
And Andover's pushing them right in the middle. Emily Dion, freshman, carrying the ball pretty confidently.
Yeah, we got good carry up the sideline. Over the other line. Poor Kate Gillette's over here on the right just waiting for someone to get her the ball. Andover's doing a good job of forcing them to stay on their weak side. I was just thinking of maybe doing a back pass or something at some point to mix it up. Just not right in front of your goal. There, that
weak
ball out of
side
circle.
carry. The Chelmsford D did a good job of coming back and recovering on that weak side.
Again, I was watching on ball, and Nicole Stryker really hustled after that ball.
That she always does.
We have 2 unattended Andover girls in the weak side post.
Yep.
So another corner for Andover, and you know that came off of just a direct shot outside of the circle.
Back center.
Oh, that was a quick shot.
Yep.
Get that out.
Real quick shot.
Carry that ball out.
Clearing it out, yep. And it's right back in the middle again. But coming out, let's see if they can find the outlet.
Here we go.
Yep.
Reach, reach. Oh,
That's
they got
it,
it. Here we
bring it
go.
up.
Three.
Carrying it up.
Nice little pullback.
Got support. Chelmsford ball. Moving it up 10 yards from where the ball is right now.
Was that a bump up?
Oh,
But Andover
Andover
just
took
got
it.
the hit. The rules are confusing. They can be confusing.
Lampire signaled
Yes.
forward. Maybe I was misinterpreting her and she was saying bump the ball back for Andover.
Yeah, we were talking about moving or watching the ball, you know, off ball. And I think one of the things I'm noticing with the Chelmsford team is whoever has ball, that her teammates need to move a little bit quicker to get in better position, you know, as they're kind of watching on the field. And that happens at this point in the game. You know, you have 25 minutes in and then you just, you know, it's 0-0 and
Tired.
yep, you get a little bit tired, you get a little bit unfocused on what you need to do.
Good
That's a
stop. That was a great
Great stop by Julia Squarey.
Yep.
And, you know, Rachel
Fighting for that
O'Connell's
ball.
doing a phenomenal job, number 13, when she does have the ball on her stick.
Yep.
Okay, she let one to beat on the sideline. Needs a support.
So right there would have been a
Rachel
great
Hopkins.
opportunity for Meg Dugas to engage and have a third party called.
Oh, nice. Split the
Nice.
two
Good
defenders.
job. Good shot off.
Who's with her?
Step, and here comes Andover again.
Gotta get a little lower. Get a little lower. Stick to the ground. Jumps her ball. All right. Who does she have the pass to? I see one person.
That's
There we
it.
go, Bria. Bria's on the ball. Hopefully some nice cross
Nice.
pass.
Very nice.
Hey, Squarey.
Nice pass.
Doing great support. It's important to get that shot off.
That should
Yeah.
be a corner. Third
Yes.
party.
Her pulls are so wide. She just can do so much with them.
Yes.
She
And
really
she's-
does.
And she's very fast.
Yeah.
Quick feet.
Yep.
Makes a difference.
She pulls left, she pulls right, and makes space and keeps going. So this is Chelmsford's first corner, correct?
Yes.
Yep. Let's see what they do here. Who's taking the hit out? Yep, Steph Gillette.
Nice job getting their stick on the
Another
ball.
corner.
In the corner.
You know, Steph Gillette experienced a horrific injury last year towards the towards almost the end of the season.
Yep.
And it's just amazing how resilient she was with that injury. Chumps are doing
Chelmsford.
Quick
great
deflections.
pressure.
Keep the stick.
Nope,
Oh.
coming out. It's so hard to see unless
Oh,
you're
we
right
called
in
a
the play.
hack.
Yes.
What the
Stick
call
hack.
really is. Maybe we should talk about what a corner is too before we get too far away. But if you notice, Andover just had 4 defenders with their goalie, and everybody else is up on the 50. So it's an offensive advantage.
You know, and I came from the mindset where every corner is an opportunity for a goal. So I just think it's more important to get the shot off.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of passing on both ends inside that circle.
Yep. Just put that pressure on the goalie, have her feel it.
Now the rules have changed a lot. Before it was you have to have control, it didn't come out of the circle. Now does the ball have to completely come out of the circle? Or can it, yeah, and then controlled and
Yep.
then send it back
So
in?
it needs to come out of the circle and then the shot can be taken. But also when they say it's a 16-yard hit coming out, what I'm noticing, especially from this viewpoint, it's never on the 16-yard line.
No, it's on the 20.
It's on the 20, I mean, and the officials are noticing it and not really doing much about that. What is going on right now?
So it's like Coach Devaney is having a conversation on the sideline with one of the officials.
We have a girl on the field.
Is there a question of time?
Yep, so that is Sam Rowe, the JV coach. And that official on the playing side where the players are is the lead official, so she has overall say in everything that happens on the field.
You know, sometimes you don't always win the argument, but you just have to make the point, and maybe it comes up
Yes.
later in the game.
Yes.
Let the official know things are going on.
And Coach Devaney does that very well.
Yeah, very calm.
So there's still 2 minutes and 41 seconds left. Ooh, that's a
Wow.
big
Big diff-
discrepancy.
4:26.
An extra 2 minutes added on to the clock.
I wonder if Coach Noon from Andover agrees with that. She seems to.
Can't hurt either way. Gives another 2 minutes for you to score.
Yep.
Either team.
There's a nice crowd here this evening.
The timeout gave the girls a nice chance to rest up and catch their breath.
It's just funny, though, every time that there's been a shift with momentum, there's been a lull.
Right after.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here we have Andover again. The Chelmsford defense is a little concerned on the weak side, but overall has been working hard this game. So they're marking up man-to-man weak side, and they're coming out now. So here we go. Little give and go here. Just pushing right and take it down the wing.
On the beat.
Let it go.
See that Andover defense has already shifted all the way across the field to right, or to their left. That is a good movement by Chelmsford to
Very.
get the ball across. Let's see, push it the other side now.
That striker with the ball.
Yep. I have to tell you that when I coached her on the freshman team, she played the whole field, and not in a bad way. She just loved to play. It's great to see her out here tonight because she just loved to play field hockey 4 years ago, just all over. Never wanted to come out. I'll go in anywhere. Just that kid kind of willing to play any position.
I love that. She's a special kid. She just had her stick break a couple of weeks ago, and it was really hard for her. But she just got a replacement stick, and I kept telling her it's not the arrow, but the Indian.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
It's hard though sometimes.
It is.
It's your baby.
Your
You
stick
gotta break.
is your
You gotta
baby.
Yep.
break them in.
Yep.
It's hard. These sticks now, kids can get a couple seasons out of them.
Yeah.
I used to do a stick a season,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm glad they improved because I wouldn't be able to afford $250 for a stick
No.
every year. My parents would kill me. They'd say, wrap it up in duct tape and
Yep.
play.
But you can just feel it and hear it vibrating in your hand.
Ugh, nothing worse than a broken stick on a
Yep.
cold day.
Yep.
No. So no one touched the ball with a direct shot outside of the circle. That's why it wasn't considered a goal. I still think that's a risky move by goalkeepers.
Always.
You never know.
You just never know.
Especially with a game like this. You've already had stroke and two,
Yes.
you know,
Chumps or ball. We got 30 seconds left. If they can draw a corner.
essentially like official
They play
timeouts. We
timeout.
don't know what's been going on, so I wouldn't test the waters.
No.
So this Chumps was
Nice.
time.
Great
Stop.
job, Isabel Danahy.
Nice
It's a
ball.
great stop.
Push, push, push.
And that's the half.
That's the halftime.
You know, we thought it would be close this first half. It seems to be very telltale.
There it is.
It's too bad we can't have the coaches in here for a halftime report.
That would be fun.
Take a walk down. Okay. Well, after one half between the Chelmsford Lions and the Andover Golden Warriors, we have a 0-0 tie. This is a fight for first place in the Merrimack Valley Conference. And we'll be back very soon with the second half. I'm sure much to come. All right.
So just catching everyone up to speed, we're a few minutes into the game, and there was a lot of pressure on Jess Hopkins and the Chelmsford defense, and they did a fine job getting the ball out. Andover's taking very quick shots. And whatever Coach Rini Noon said to them at the half lit a fire under them.
Another hit going Andover's way.
Chom's gonna pick that up.
Yep.
Quick shots.
Oh, good save by
Yeah.
Jess.
Oh.
Coming out
Very
strong,
nice.
strong.
Carry.
Two strong
Comes
goalie
Hohenstein.
saves.
Oof.
Ooh, that should be a
Something.
something. I would have said it should have been a Chauncey ball because her stick was in the right position.
Comes Gillette. Let's see if she can get it up to her wing.
Nice drive.
Nice drive.
Good ball.
Oh,
up
no.
the lines.
Oh, right into her mouth.
So Julia Squarey just took the ball off of her stick. Fortunately, she has a mouth guard in.
It's Andover's ball. Within the 30. I think a big part too for the Chelmsford defense is being able to recover really quick off these quick shots.
Yes.
Andover is able to change the dimension and change the angle of the shot. If the defense can recover quick, it shouldn't be a problem. But so far, so good.
Here we go. Hopefully Chauncey can string some passes along together here up the field.
Hohenstein's going to be one of the quickest defenders in the state. She's an unbelievable track athlete. I've seen her compete in multiple events. There's a timeout called by Coach Devaney.
Yes.
Dua Aramosa.
Yes.
And, Coach Devaney was recently married. She's going to be coming up on her year anniversary in November. So it's a hard transition not calling her Coach Devaney.
Yeah.
I've done it for 18 years.
I think 92. I met her in 92 when
92.
I was a freshman
Goodness.
at Chelmsford High. So
Since
Was that
95,
23?
I had her as a health teacher at Parker Middle School for 2 years.
Did
Yeah.
you really?
And then I came up here at the high school, and she got stuck with me for 4 more years.
that's
Yes.
right.
And,
It's a hard habit to break.
Yeah, and
It
she did something well because Annie actually is being inducted to the Plymouth State Hall of Fame for field hockey.
It's
and,
amazing.
not this weekend, but the following on the 17th of October.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm super
to go up
excited
there.
to
Yeah.
attend. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
big deal.
This is a big
I
deal.
know. Have to give a speech and all. I'm a little nervous, but I've been practicing.
You'll do great.
We'll see
Yeah.
how we do, but it'll be a good night.
So it's interesting, Coach Devaney just called a timeout, and it may have been to regroup after Julia Squarey was hit in the face. They looked a little disorganized, and Andover was really pressuring, so
Yeah.
it was a good way to slow down. She's very deliberate with her timeouts.
Yep.
I think if Chelmsford just takes the time and makes the passes and not rushing. I think Chelmsford's rushing.
Yes.
That, you know, they
Yeah.
settle. They have the skills. They know where to go. They know what they need to do. They just settle down and work together as one and communicate. You can tell if they're not communicating, their passes are not going.
Very much.
Squarey with the ball.
Great
to Bria.
ball. Great
She's got some
execution.
support. Oh, there you go. A little trip up. Could be a Chelmsford's advantage. Bria with the pullback and a pass shot across.
You know, she's a hustler.
Oh, we get a
There's
whole
gonna be a
corner. Excellent.
Nice job, Meg.
Yeah, Bria is a worker. Ever since she was a little baby freshman,
Yes.
she's always worked hard.
I remember watching her from our varsity game as a baby freshman, and she was executing over up on the hill over here with a ball and a stick, and she was working her skills. And I just remember watching her watching the varsity team play. Oof.
Rush the shot.
So it's important to have your composure. And Andover's not taking big hits. It's all very
No.
quick wrist.
Yeah, they touch and pass. Touch
Yes.
and pass. They don't carry it too much.
Yep, and now they have a
Good
corner.
corner.
Right back down the other end.
And Andover's very motivated right now.
I think Chelmsford comes up with a big defensive save. This will hopefully give them the momentum that they need to
Yes.
push back.
Yep. Seems like she's going to send it to the top, but we'll see. There we go.
Good
Oh,
job.
good job. Good.
This is a track athlete
There,
coming in.
those are the
Yes.
speeds. That's the speed you need for sure.
I mean, she has legs for days.
She does. She's a very versatile athlete.
And she's fearless.
Nice, excellent. Let that pass go. Keep going, Squarey. We need some support there, Chelmsford. Gotta give each other some support in the back.
There's Hohenstein.
Good switch. Good
Excellent.
movement.
Good ball. Someone there.
Excellent job.
Save that ball. Good hustle, Chelmsford. They can keep the pressure down here and keep it down here for a little while.
Well,
Like
this
it's
is
a
a great
momentum.
opportunity right here. They need to be careful with their 5-yard spacing.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many hand signals, though, from the referees about that, warning
Striker.
them.
That's a concern of mine, because what they've been doing as of late is giving that official warning in the captain meeting, and then it's just bumping
Oh,
up.
what a good clear.
Yeah, I think one thing they both want to remember is just, think about this idea of patience and really know where you're going with the ball. I feel like, as soon as they get possession, they're immediately getting rid of it. It's just not always the best transition, that really change in direction, like you were talking about earlier, Sharon. Just seems to be going kind of straight ahead.
And Johnson needs to make an adjustment. Andover is especially within the 30-yard line, they're doing that flat pass.
They're also behind the Andover players. They're not creating space for each other. So a girl gets a ball and she doesn't know what to do with it.
Sometimes you have to let a ball go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do.
Drop your shoulder.
It has the defense question the next time that they're
Yeah. So there's a man-to-man mark up here. It's clear it'll be a long hit for Andover.
Especially with these new rules where you don't have to drive the ball, you can just start.
Yes.
Sometimes it's good just to have a good drive and say, heads up, here it comes.
Yep. Right across
Oh.
the goal. And carry out.
Who's that number?
good ball.
Good ball. Who's that number 9?
Isabel
Danahy.
Danahy, yeah.
Absolute great read on that defense. Carrying the ball out to the right wing. Carrying the ball with the momentum of the ball as opposed to stopping it and trying to carry it across.
And, Isabel had a challenging season last year with having a broken collarbone, required surgery, and had to be an observer and became a student of the game by watching. And it showed her how to be patient, and she handled it very, very well. At least in front of us. I don't know if her parents would say the same, but they're pretty amazing folks.
Ooh,
There's Steph
just
Gillette.
a little too much on that, but it was a great thought.
Yep, if they can keep it down there.
Keep the pressure up there. I think sometimes sitting on the sidelines and seeing is a rather humbling experience.
Yes.
Yep.
And that, you treasure the time you're able to get out there and move. Some of us take it for granted that you can get out and just play and have fun and work hard and get time in the field, but when you're sidelined like that, it's very humbling and puts everything back into perspective for you.
Absolutely.
Well, see, Andover
See,
looked
I'd
like
say
they
at
were
that-
within 5 yards.
That was within 5 yards, and I'd say that at that moment, that would be a perfect driving opportunity.
Yes.
Because you are too close.
Back it up.
Back it up, honey, because this ball's coming at you.
The game is so back and forth tonight, I mean, it says a lot about the strength and the power and how even these two teams are.
Yes.
And I think, too, it's been hard, for those catalysts, those center mids to really direct the game because it's been so back and forth. The ball's been on, the wing so often.
Oh.
It's hard for them to really get that kind of defense started.
Stay
They
on,
probably
strong
work on.
stick.
Yes.
Good save, Jess.
Great
Coming out
save.
again.
Great save.
Nope, long hit.
Whoa. Andover is not panicking. When they get the ball, it's with a purpose. They are executing their passes. Their sticks are down. They're keeping it very simple.
We have striker free on D. Hohenstein getting on their ball side, goal side.
I never really understood that.
Because we're forwards, that's why.
Yes.
We don't have to.
Ball side, goal side.
Pretty much be between your player, the ball, and the goal.
That's a lot.
That
Pretty
truly,
simple.
That is.
That's all it is.
That is a lot.
That's all it is.
There's a lot of things going on with that.
Yeah.
I was so fearful when I first started coaching with Coach Devaney. If she gave me a drill to go run,
Oh.
it was a ball side, goal side. Fortunately, it was your
You had
senior
me, you
year,
had me, yeah.
so she ran it, and I watched how people hit the ball.
Yeah.
I remember you coming with the diagrams. This is what she told me to run. So how are we doing this? There's goals over here in this corner. How do we get these girls to do it?
There were a lot of cones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of cones.
I could never put cones in a straight line.
No.
Drills.
Nope.
The kids go and just fix them. Listen, I'm not offended. Just go and line them up. It's
Yeah.
okay, kids. First day of practice, things you need to know about me. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that kind of,
I don't know.
yeah.
You're thinking
Challenges.
abstract. You're kind of all over the place. Next defender, step up.
Chumsford is doing a nice job at marking up in the circle.
But like Annie said, pulling that rotation could pull them off. Ball side, goal side.
Yes.
Gotta commit. Go after that ball.
Yeah, she's had about 3 whacks at it. It's gone about 3 yards each time.
Stay on it. Stay on it. Keep your
It's
feet
nice, though,
moving.
Chelmsford is playing in front of the Andover offensive players, so they're stepping up to the ball. Ooh.
Andover player had a very nice stick stop on that one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Stick was angled down, ball hit her stick, and then right at the head of her stick, ready to go.
Yeah. And this is kind of an example here with Meg and her body position, heading outside, but not really being able to see her teammates. And it probably means she can't hear them either
True.
if she's not being able to make the physical adjustment.
There's a great turnout here this evening.
Yeah.
Chelmsford Youth Field Hockey Program is here in support and getting an opportunity to watch some very good, skilled field hockey.
You learn so much when you're that age of just watching a game. You know, sitting there
Yes.
and seeing this is what it really is supposed to look like.
Oh, and they're sponges at that age.
It's come a long way. I never touched a field hockey stick until I got to summer of 8th grade going to freshman year.
Same as
No.
me.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now they have these youth leagues, or they're starting at 3rd, 4th grade.
And they're playing year round on club teams.
Yep. When I coached in Northampton, that was actually the change in the program. They started a middle school program, and all of a sudden, we had players coming in as freshmen. In a school of 900 kids, you need them to be able to play as freshmen.
Yeah.
And that actually made a big difference. All right, so
Andover with the ball on the sideline. If Chelmsford could hold them here and get a rush up the field, make a big difference.
15 minutes in the second half. And still, very much reflective of the first half. A lot of back and forth, a lot of kind of one-on-one situations. Hohenstein here.
Yep.
She's just so quick to recover.
Oh. That should be a whistle. There we go.
We heard it up here.
Yeah. It's a long way. It's a hard stick.
And I think too, like maybe Annie, you can speak more to this, but having a defender, a back like Stryker, who has experience, but it's just someone who's always there.
Yeah.
Willing to carry out the ball, but also to hang back and let everybody else do the work. It's what do we have here?
I mean, that was
an accident. He's calling a stroke on that or card?
no.
Good card.
Just getting a card.
A lot of action up here in the press box.
Little trespassers going up to the top of the booth.
So what do we have here?
So to me,
looks
what
like-
that looked like was just aggressive play.
Yep.
And two people went after the ball.
Yep.
And Nicole Stryker is now out for, I believe it might be a 5-minute penalty.
Yep.
So
Chelmsford's
for
playing-
no green cards anymore? They just go
So-
right to the sideline?
So the green is actually timeout now as well.
Wow.
2-5.
Wow.
So, and they
that's a
might
li-
have been
that's a
given
little
a warning.
excessive.
Yep. So now Chelmsford's playing down a man.
It's a corner for Andover. Comes Hohenstein as the fly coming in. Good pressure. Back and
Get
forth,
on
back
it,
and
stick
forth.
on, stick on.
Yep.
Wow.
Put a body on, get your stick down. Yep. Here comes
Great
down
job.
the
Corner.
Great
Called
job.
another corner.
Yep.
Must have hit a foot.
I like that helpless perspective of the forward. You're sprinting 50 yards,
Yeah.
but by the time you get there, you're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And you're causing another corner.
Yep. You come in, just get in the way of the defense.
Nice clear.
Here we go. Carried out with speed. Here with speed.
Nice.
This is
Go,
young
Bria.
Dion. Let's
One
go,
beat.
Bree.
That's it.
And carry it.
A lot of times as a defender, I'd rather my forwards stay out. Don't
Yeah.
come in. I got this area. This is our area.
Yep. How's the hot dog, Sharon?
It's fantastic. Thank you. It was a little big.
And a little off color.
All right, 13 left to go in the game.
Still 0-0.
Yep.
This is a back and forth game.
It is.
And they've had some high-scoring games, both teams this season. 5, 6, 7 goals.
Yeah.
So
against the same teams.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a questionable ball. Hopefully it goes out. Ooh, just barely.
Yep.
There's 12 minutes left on the
Timeout.
in the game. They need to step it up just a little bit. Andover called a timeout. Thanks.
It was the youth field hockey.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So what do you think Coach Devaney's saying here?
You guys have to open your mouths.
Got to communicate.
Yep.
Switch fields.
Yep. Yeah, put more pressure on the goalie. They had more pressure on the first half.
Yeah.
They are getting it down on the wing side, but they're getting stuck and kind of stuffed in the middle. So I
But
think that's key.
The girls on the wing is at the 45-yard line, and she has no one ahead of her. She's
Yes.
got another, 35 yards to go. She has
Yep.
no one ahead, no one behind, no one beside her.
Yep.
It's just her and one other person.
Someone's got to rotate over.
You
Yep.
got to move. You got to help each other out.
And there's striker over here probably giving some feedback to Coach Devaney, who seems to be okay
Yeah.
with the
I just-
infraction.
I just find that rule it's to no one's advantage, really.
No.
It's not hockey. You play a man down, but look at you have 100 yards of field.
Yeah.
Yes.
One man, is it really going to make a difference?
It does on a corner.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can have your four defenders in the corner.
Can you?
Yeah, they
So
did.
they just had 4 defenders in there. So it makes
Oh,
a difference
playoffs.
because she's a
Yeah, I mean,
defender.
Yep.
Yep. Play FOT.
But if you're in a 7-on-7 OT,
Yep.
then
Yes.
then that'll make a difference.
Yep.
Can't do it.
I think you can.
I can't.
You can. I'll enter your contest next 4th of July. I'll subsidize your hot dogs.
Fantastic.
I see it. We'll come up with a nickname for you. So let's see. They're trying to get field squared away, time, get the officials back in place.
13:06.
Right.
13:06.
12 minutes down. These people are gonna. I don't think I'm.
And let's see what's open here. There's a big gap right over here.
It's a little bit of a dangerous pass there.
Yep.
Good clear.
Step,
Good
step,
clear.
step.
Good
Good
do it.
outlet.
Now who does she have? One to beat. Ooh. Good play.
Very confident play by this freshman, Emily Dion.
Yep. Yeah, she
Reach,
wants the ball.
reach.
Great step in on by Julia Squarey.
There you go, Chelmsford. Let's switch the field to the right. See that open lane.
There's so many highly skilled players on both teams. Sometimes you get stuck, using too much of your own skill and not using the simple give and go pass, and
Yes.
it's hard to break into that. They are so skilled. Most of these players have been playing 6, 7 years, year round, all different surfaces.
That's true.
Ooh, defense needs to step up here.
Yeah.
That's a
Even
pass that
open
shouldn't be
lanes.
able to happen at this stage of the game.
No.
I think Coach Devaney is out of timeouts. I believe that was her second one.
Yes, it was. It was.
And Coach Noon still has one left for Andover. 11 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock.
Get a stick on it. There you go. Carry it out.
Ooh, let it drop.
Ooh.
Wow.
That
Oh, nice.
should have been a batted ball.
Oh, so they just called that a corner
Oh.
because they're gauging that Chelmsford's defense intentionally hit it over the end line.
I don't know how else she would have played it.
There was nowhere else
Nowhere
for
else
her
to
to
go.
go, actually.
Yeah. It's hard to change directions when you're in midair.
Yes.
But I guess.
Or you could have brought that ball back to the ball that the Andover girl batted into
Yes,
the circle and could
which-
have called it out.
Yeah.
An unsafe ball.
So there are 4 defenders here. Hohenstein up front.
She is fast.
Oh,
Whoa. They sure do get their sticks on the ball.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Andover player had a nice wind-up, quick wind-up.
Yep.
There we go, hard drive by Chelmsford. Stay on it. The thing about field hockey is it's all about timing. If your timing's off, if you're just a step behind, it's going to throw the whole game off.
Oof. I was even thinking too of you know, these heavy hits, and we played on grass, so sometimes you just like kind of hoped for a bounce, you know, it
Yes.
goes right over her stick, and sometimes you'd see that with those big hits. You know, Annie, you probably, I know you were a heavy hitter, and it would go 50 yards because just bump right over the grass and fly. Yep, pressure.
Oh, that was
Nice
a great
effort.
Get up.
Get back up.
Yep. That's a defensive recovery here and rotation of Chelmsford. You don't want to leave those 2 behind
Oh, corner.
in the corner.
And that was a great effort by Rachel Hopkins on that defensively.
Great defensive save.
And Isabel Danny was just kind of tripped up by a stick.
Striker's getting ready to come back in the next, I think, 45 seconds or so.
How long was she out for?
It was 5. I think
Really?
She came out 13, so she's getting there.
I always go with the time, Kathleen.
Hey, you know, I always wear a Timex, Sharon. Old-fashioned that way.
Use it to our
Excellent.
advantage. Here we go.
Yep.
It's a classic.
It is.
Chelmsford, they're giving you opportunities. You got to make the most of it.
Yes.
Oh, that one's not. Is that going out? Oh, slow roller outside over the end line.
You know, and that fire that Andover came out with at the beginning of this half has definitely died away, though they've had a lot of advantages in corners.
Yep.
It just they haven't capitalized.
Not sure that would have been a good idea to
No.
cross by your goal.
You know what the amazing thing is about Andover, and as much as it was always a heavy game to coach and to watch, Andover never gives up.
No.
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 Like, even if there's 30 seconds left, you can't count them out for finding the net with the ball.
If you look here, we have, I think, 6 Chelmsford players in this quadrant, and really only 1 moving, and that's the one with the ball.
It's a good observation.
Thank you.
Long hit.
Another long hit.
This official's getting a lot of work down here. Let's make him run, Lions.
I wonder if he's wearing his Fitbit and finding how many steps he gets in a game.
He's one of the better officials.
Yes.
They have 2 solid officials tonight.
Oh, I think so.
Oh.
No. Oh, okay.
She's a freshman.
Yep.
That's a freshman move. It's okay.
And that's all right.
Too bad you can't grab the ball anymore and just drop it. Like
Those
you
are
used-
the
Those
days.
are awesome.
That you could catch the ball and
Just-
keep on playing, like in hockey with the puck.
Yeah, especially now when people are doing more aerials.
Yes.
You know, a couple years ago, no one did it.
Whoa.
Nope, he called the corner.
Front corner before the goal.
Yep, he did.
All right, let's
He
go
did.
Chelmsford.
And that's something that can infuriate any coach.
Yep. He did call it, well, before her shot.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Was
I
he
watching.
holding?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, he called it
He just called it.
before the shot. Yep.
Yeah, if you see the umpire's arm in the air, that means he sees the call, but he's holding it. And he just called it too soon.
Saved by Hopkins. Has come out another corner.
Another corner. You know, especially during a corner, you hope that the official holds their whistle enough for there not to be a gain, and then another corner is called.
Yep.
They tend to take a play away from a game.
Yep.
Another timeout.
No, doesn't look like a timeout. He's talking to somebody.
Officials timeout, I guess.
I haven't seen this happen.
No. No. People say a lot of whistles in field hockey, and tonight I'd have to agree.
Yes.
Hold it.
Ooh. Just on the outside of the
Yeah,
net.
she's moving well in the goal.
Yeah, 5 minutes here. 5 minutes left in the game.
I mean, Andover has it all over the circle.
Oh, I would say that
Wow.
would be a 5-yard penalty. Oh, he's calling it. 5 yards was not 5 yards. Hopefully they get to bump it up.
That was
Let's see if they can do something with it.
whoa.
Oh,
Nice save.
Jess.
Great,
Jess
great
Hopkins
save.
plays with
Yep.
a lot
Second
of-
save.
Oh.
That was in 5-13.
You know, those were tremendous saves.
Yep. You know, it was tough for that weak side defender because you could see her deliberating. Do I come out for ball?
Nope.
Do I come out for ball, or do I mark up the player? And you could just see, she had so much space to cover. And Hawkins did a great job coming out, putting pressure on the Andover forwards.
She did.
She had 3 saves right in a row. I
She
believe,
did.
there. So it's hard.
Did we notice who scored that?
Did you see who scored that?
Yeah. She said. I think she was like.
Yeah, I didn't
So-
see who scored that for Andover.
No.
I think this goes to.
So 5 minutes, a lot of time left. A lot of
A
time
lot of
left.
time, a lot of game.
Put some pressure, get some shots on goal. You never know what's going to roll in.
So Coach Noon called that timeout.
She did.
Yeah.
It could go either way. You always wonder, do you call a timeout right after you score?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Gives the other team opportunity to get their team fired up.
Mm-hmm. All right, here come the Lady Lions back out. And the official. He looks like quite a sprinter.
Yeah, he's definitely moving. He's gonna be tired after this game.
He is. It's a workout.
And he's had a lot of play on his side.
Mm-hmm. And that's a skill in itself, receiving from behind and,
Yes.
and how to get your body and your feet, especially in field hockey.
That's a great hustle.
Yep. Always those questions of there no lefty sticks or no,
Gotta get your feet around. You gotta
Yep.
move.
Yep. Welcome to the game.
That's how it's played, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
Great job.
Nice.
Excellent
Oh,
receive.
Finish it, finish it.
Excellent receive. That's not an easy ball to receive off of
no.
Isabel Danahy's stick.
Now Chomsky needs a push because Andover is going to slow this game down.
I was
Like
just thinking-
basketball, they're going to
Definitely.
go slow.
When you're in this position,
They're
like
not, yeah.
every free hit just seems like
Yeah.
forever.
Yes.
Yeah,
'Cause it
good
is.
hustle. Nicole gets the ball. Oh,
Oh.
this could be now. Nicole needs a reverse. Get back.
And she's done that all night. She's protected the ball, used her body well.
I think Kristen thought that ball was going out, and
Yeah.
it just kind of slowed down. They just actually filled the field up a couple days ago.
Oh,
Rebeated it.
Rebeated it, yes.
looks fresh.
It's amazing how the turf changes, though. We had at Tingsboro, we had a brand new turf field put in 10 years ago, and it was beautiful, like green like
Yes.
this, and now it looks like it's burnt grass.
Does it really?
Just because the sun just beating on it all day
Yep.
drains the color out of it.
How many schools left in the MVC? I know Tingsboro isn't, but still use grass. Is anyone still on grass for varsity?
I have to say,
Maybe the last
Central
ones?
Catholic just put their own field in, so they're no longer using the Lawrence field. Haverhill has it.
Lowell.
Methuen.
Lowell does.
Lowell does.
Though they practice on grass, I guess.
Well, the same goes for Andover.
Okay.
They actually don't have a lot of practice time on turf, or they have 45 minutes.
Yep.
Which, I mean, 45 minutes on turf is better than 2 hours on grass.
Yeah.
That was a great hustle here. Oh,
Oh,
keep going.
gotta
That's
make a
Chelmsford
move.
ball.
Yeah. She's
2
making a run
minutes,
here.
She's
Yep.
putting those hours of working out and track time in.
Yeah.
Gotta give it a push. It's all right, freshman. Made
Yep.
a
Yep.
mistake. It's
It's
okay.
okay.
The thought was there. It was the right thought, too.
It's still 2 minutes, 10 seconds left.
That's a big drive.
Ooh. Can't plant. Gotta move your feet. Striker with the ball. It's nice to have someone like back there like Nicole Striker who
Yep.
you have confidence in her to stop the ball.
And recover.
And Jess Hopkins is doing a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal.
in
Oh,
the-
another corner for Andover. Andover is executing those very basic passes. One touch, give, go, give, go.
They know where their teammates are.
Yes. Which makes all the difference.
And about a minute and a half to go. Watch the technique here. You can see that pass coming.
Great job,
nice
Jess.
job,
Yep.
Jess.
Coming in.
Nice. She is doing a great job tonight.
She is.
1 minute. See Chelmsford make a big push here.
This is what I love about sport with a minute left. Like, what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do? And all your practices, this is what it comes down to.
Yep. Yep. You see that opportunity. All right, 30 seconds to go. Just around the 50-yard line. And Chelmsford ball. Let's see what they can do.
Quick, gotta get the ball, kids.
Yep. There's a ball behind the
Look
goal.
at that, Bria Sutton hustling.
Behind that goal cage.
Yes. But Bria Sutton just turned it on
It's
for
the drive.
that. Yep.
Senior year, big game.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
That was a great effort. That was a great game to watch.
Score. Andover 1, Chelmsford 0.
Yeah, it was.
It was back and forth.
Yep. We talked it was going to be a close game, maybe a low-scoring game, even
Yes.
though despite what they've done, and it's just the one trickle in.
One.
Yeah, it wasn't a perfect play. It wasn't a perfect setup.
No.
You don't have that kind of time in field hockey.
And it wasn't on that first shot. It was that third shot.
Yep.
So when you get opportunities like that, you have to capitalize.
Got to pick up.
We did. Are we done?